how long ago this place was built.
There we go. Another level up, I think. I didn't see what power that gave me. So, personal atmosphere we had. Grab dash, I think we had. Solar flare. Sense star stuff. Sense the life force, we had that one. Solar flare is a new one from our previous area. Tap into the power of a sun and release a directed orb of searing hot plasma. Cool. Form a shield of pure cosmic light that can weaken and even reflect enemy projectiles. We got that one earlier. Fill your foes with silent calm of the universe, compelling them to temporarily abandon their weapons. Don't know if we had that one. Gravity wave, obviously. Grab dash. Propel yourself forward and briefly increase any damage you inflict. If I tried that one, I don't remember. Let's hop down here. Yeah, I think we had that one, and I was very underwhelmed with how long it takes to recharge. Alright, which direction is my ship? Unknown. I don't know. Well, I'm probably not going to actually walk back to my ship, so I guess it doesn't matter. Not impressed with you. Personal atmosphere I super didn't care about. Anti-gravity field, that's I think like the second or first one we got. An alien reanimation we've had, so I don't know what I got this time. But let's try this solar flare. See what its deal is. Alright. It's a bit more of a long-range attack, which that's an issue I've been having is the power I had equipped. This gravity wave? No. Yeah, gravity wave was a very close range power to knock people down and whatnot, which was cool, but ever since I got this gun, I'm fighting at a much greater range. So maybe I'll keep this solar flare active and see how it goes in combat. Anyway, back to our ship.
I have things for you.
Okay, well, I'll get stuff from you later, I guess. First, we need to go to that system near Alpha Centauri. Yeah, Procyon A. And then that will have Procyon 4 in it. Somewhere. Procyon 4. Okay. And at that point, that will be our missing our powers quests that we've been unable to take care of because we didn't know where they were. And hopefully in future ones they won't be bugged out, and so I will be able to find the temples directly.
Landing struts primed, retros firing.
Alright, and you said you have something for me.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later. Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far.
I mean, it's far from where I currently am. Let's scan you. Cobalt. And what are you? Water. We've got another unknown element up there. Nickel. There we go. Lastly, on this planet is uranium somewhere. Though maybe not in this exact area. Temple Iota.
These ruins are incredible. They're like nothing else in the settled systems.
Okay. This will be our third temple of the day. Okay. Nice. Handled that one quickly. There we go. Animation's working this time. Precognition. You just jumped in front of my shots. What is wrong with you? Alright. Precognition. Is where? Here. Bend time and glimpse the future, seeing the path someone will walk and the words that they may say. The words they may say?
Oh, damn cold here. Going to need a hot cup of coffee after this.
I don't know what that did. Let's get a touch more healing because we were getting a bit down in health. And presumably that's our ship. But I can just fast travel directly to the ship, I suppose. Alright, so now we need to go to Mast to talk to her old buddy. Because doing her quest seems interesting to me. Soul. Speak to Percival. Why are we speaking to Percival? Which quest did you put me on? It randomly put me on this Speak with Percival. I think that is just random side quests that, like, generated quests tangentially related to dealing with the UC quest line. But now the quest line's done, it's just going to be random. Go here and kill this random creature, which I'm not super interested in. I wanted to speak to Admiral Logan. And he is, of course, an Alpha Centauri. Because Mast. You are claiming that he is at the lodge. I find that unlikely, but sure, we will go to the lodge.
have something for you when you have a moment.
So you said last time,
Don't mind.
but then you didn't give it to me.
Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
Personal questions. Do you have anything interesting for me, Sarah?
I should start charging for my services.
Amino acids. Sure.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
If it forces me to get on the shuttle after telling me this is where it's at, I will be disappointed. All right, let's go through this tunnel maybe. I mean, it's got to be funny for the citizens who live here to see a weirdo like me that's just jumping off of ledges and jet boosting around. They're just like, what is wrong with this guy? All right. So we're talking to a guy over here.
Yes, what?
Hey, Admiral Logan.
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
You haven't heard of me? I'm the United Colonies super awesome new guy that they just gave, I forget what they called it, but the really high ranking civilian. But yes, I'm here to support Sarah as a friend. I work with Sarah at Constellation, just a concerned citizen. Doesn't matter who I am, this isn't about me. I'm here to support Sarah as a friend.
Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
Because I'm awesome?
Respect, Admiral. This is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sarah's here to honor the fallen that served under her command. Sarah's here to resolve the incident that ended her naval career. Sarah's here to solve a mystery that's been plaguing her conscience. She's here to honor the fallen.
That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
The emotional pain Sarah's been suffering has to end. We refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless to remain a statistic. Let's worry about the danger, Admiral. I'm not going to bring up Sarah's emotional pain. That feels like a thing that she can talk about if she wants to, but probably doesn't with someone that she doesn't like. Could just go with the blunt, we'll worry about the danger, but I'll just say we refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless to remain a statistic.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
They were my responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
I mean, she had problems with him, but he seems like a reasonably decent guy. Like, yeah, he wants things to be official and whatnot, but he could have just said no. I mean, if there are locked up files that he's just giving us access to because she's an old friend, he doesn't seem like a bad dude. So he said all the relevant stuff was sent to us. I wonder if we actually got anything. No. That's fine. Yeah, so Pseudonym says, based on my comment about weirdos jumping off ledges and whatnot, he says it's probably a lot like watching Spider-Man swing around. And that's probably fairly true, except I'm not dressed up in a Spider-Man suit. I more or less look like a normal person. Well, I guess not. But still, I'm not a hero. I'm just a weirdo who wanders around the planet jumping off ledges. So, at this point, am I just going...
We should make sure we're well supplied.
Yeah, am I just going to Cassiopeia? We go to our journal. Yes. Alright. Before I do that, let's go back to the lodge. Because I have quests to talk to Andrea and Sam, and so I figure I'll take care of those while I'm here. Which may be their own personal quests. I always do like companion quests in games that give you an opportunity to get to know the companions a bit better.
There's nothing quite like the feeling of returning home.
Alright. Where would Andrea and Sam be? Don't need to talk to you, Walter. I guess I will check down here first. Cora's down here. Is Sam down here? Not looking like it. Okay, then maybe they're all upstairs.
Oh, your
Noelle?
father visited. He seemed desperate or excited to find you. He left this note.
Oh, news from Dad? I really should talk to my parents at some point. You absolutely must come home right away. Incredible news. Drop everything and head over. I will do so in a moment, though I would have to figure out where they live again. Because I obviously did not pay enough attention. Man, these rooms are gigantic. I could select each of the quests to talk to them, and then it would just direct me to the right location, but I'm hoping they're not hard to find. Alright. You leave me no choice. Talk with Samco. Where are you hiding out? Here you are.
I'm up for a little adventure. The whole Terramorph situation, seriously, hats off to you. When I was growing up, everyone was afraid of Terramorphs. How they could seemingly strike anywhere at any time. The carnage, the destruction. The stuff you've done here could save so many lives.
Terramorphs were the boogeymen for me growing up too. Just doing what I had to. They were one of the greatest threats to humanity. They were the boogeymen for me as well.
Eat you a nutrient paste or the Terramorphs will get you. Were you ever told that? I know using the microbes to kill the Terramorphs may be controversial, but for what it's worth, I think you made the right call. 100%. We just can't take any chances with those damn Terramorphs.
I wonder if any of them are going to say that it was the wrong choice, because so far he's the second guy to say it was the right choice. No, it's a lot like Spider-Man. You're in full combat space gear. I guess that's fair. I chose microbes because it would get the job done guaranteed. Just hope there aren't any unforeseen consequences. I did what I believe was right. Yeah, it would get the job done guaranteed.
Imagine, a generation from now, Terramorphs would just be a legend. In time, a fairy tale. The United Colonies. Hell, everyone and everywhere owes you big time. Even if they don't know it.
Yep. So is that all you wanted to talk about? I guess so. Andrea. Where are you at? Outside. No wonder I couldn't find you in here. You people aren't supposed to have your own lives. Alright, where's she at? This way. Wonder if she's in a different section of the city. Because that might be the tram that's pointing me to. Well, same thing. I can hop off the bridge. No, she's definitely not in the main building or being pointed to by the train. Oh, now she's being pointed to by the train. Okay. Spaceport. I wonder if she's up on the satellite. That might be where it's taking me. Because I think some people stayed there besides just, what's his name? Man, it's been too long. Vladimir. So, she might be staying on the space station with Vladimir. Which is still not that far. Oh, what's going on here?
I'm sorry. Heat leeches can turn into what? Understood.
Yes, heat leeches can turn into terramorphs.
Captain Orion, greetings.
Alright. She's definitely off planet. Where are you at? No, it's claiming that she's here. But it's also telling me I need to go into my ship. Are we sure she's not at the eye? Well, I think I'm going to go to the eye anyway because it definitely was pointing me to my ship.
Got your ping loud as a bell. Eyes ready to let you aboard.
So, she might be on here and it's just being graphically weird. And if not, then I can still talk to Vladimir and see if he knows where I can find any more artifacts.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
Or more temples. I think we've gotten all the temples for the artifacts we've found. Now it's definitely saying that I need to go back on the ship. So, I don't know. Maybe she's on my ship. Do I have her traveling with me? That might be.
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the writ of the righteous. Keeps me young. Spend so much time looking at the scans, I can see star systems orbiting in my head.
You mentioning okay after what happened?
Got to be an expert at the Grim Gathering from a young age. Fleet isn't known for its high value on life, but you circled around when someone's time came and went all the same. Would you believe I thought all that was over when I retired? When you're around people who care, even if it's just yourself, you start seeing possibilities, not ends.
Sorry you lost so many friends in the fleet. Death is a part of life no matter where you are. We need to make the Starborn pay for what they've done. Again, I'm not going to go down the super anti-Starborn, let's kill them all route. It still feels weird. Like, I don't know their story yet. Sorry you lost so many friends.
Friends, rivals, enemies, all one and the same there. Could always tell yourself they probably would have stabbed you in the back one day. But here, Constellation looks out for each other. Makes you feel invincible until you're not.
I've got survey data for you.
Let's deal.
Apparently I do not have survey data. Could you point me to another artifact temple?
Nothing yet. Still poring over the charts.
Okay. So probably need to get further in the main quest. Which is fine. I was planning on getting back to that soon. Okay, so Andrea must be on the ship somewhere. Hey, apparently I have you traveling with me.
It is a relief to know that the terramorphs are being dealt with. I wanted to tell you that I think you made the right decision. The microbes will ensure this is not a problem for much longer.
No point in taking chances, it's the only way to be sure. Terramorphs are too big a threat to handle any other way. Science is pretty neat, now we just need microbes for people who annoy me. Oh man. I don't love the idea, but I didn't trust using the Asylees. No point in taking chances, the only way to be sure.
Yes, it sounds as though the microbes will be quite effective. Although, it may be taking a chance in a different way. Do you think there's a chance there could be unintended effects of using this untested microbe?
Certainly. We're not going to let anything happen, it'll be fine. It's not my problem, the eggheads can worry about it. If something happens, we'll deal with that too. Oh, come on, when has using a genetically engineered bioweapon ever gone wrong? See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it can go wrong. Definitely not going to say it's not my problem. If something happens, we'll deal with that too.
Well, let us hope it does not come to that.
Yeah.
And I must say, I find it curious that you would agree keeping the Lazarus plant around is a good idea. It seems an additional, unnecessary risk.
It's locked away, there's no risk. It might be useful someday in the future, best to leave all options on the table. UC was going to keep it around anyway. Both true, but wiping out a species because it can alter another species that we're already killing, like eradicating species because of potential harm they could cause, seems wrong. Yeah, it might be useful someday in the future.
I do not think some potential future use outweighs the risk it poses now. At least the Freestar Collective will also know of its existence. Otherwise, I worry it would be too tempting for the UC to use as a weapon.
Absolutely.
Well, it is good to know that this particular threat is behind us, and you have done a service to all who live in the settled systems.
Okay. With that out of the way, now we go back to Memoriam. Undock.
We're loose.
Okay. What is drifting out this way? Oh, a ship. Couple of ships. Okay. UC security. They are fine. Where are we going? Way out here. We are going to this ship, apparently.